Our Mike Yawney is back and into the swing of things. Mike, yesterday and I guess the day before, you were in New York attending a big announcement from Samsung, although you look pretty happy where you are this morning, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, and I will say it took everything to pull that fried ice cream out of my hand from Township and bring me over here. It was delicious. But yeah, we do have to talk tech and lots of stories to get to, including some new smartphones from Samsung. But first, I want to talk about something that Google has unveiled now. They've been in the news for the last week talking about their new parent company, Alphabet, and that's raised a little bit of controversy. But they've been working on something, kind of a little top secret project, a health device that could help those with diabetes. This is interesting here. So basically, the science arm of Google is showing off a new series of disposable continuous blood glucose meters that gives patients the ability to monitor their sugar levels in real time. So these patches, they're small, they're the size of a Band-Aid, and they're said to not only be more convenient than having to prick your fingers every few hours to check your blood glucose levels, but it's also said to be more affordable. Health experts say diabetes is quickly becoming an epidemic in our country. It's basically one of the top diseases to watch out for. So that could be big for, could be a game changer for those who suffer from diabetes. Okay, so yes, I was in New York, and back now, Samsung unveiled a couple new smartphones there, and the first one I want to talk about, Tara, is this one here, because it's either kind of a love or a hate. The phone is a little bit larger than most phones. It's called the Galaxy Note 5. Now, it's known for its larger screen. Some people actually call it a phablet, a cross between a smartphone and a tablet. The screen is larger this time, but you know what? The actual phone is smaller than the previous models. It's also thinner. The back is curved to make it easier to hold in one hand, and that was always a big complaint with the Note series. It's also the stylus, which is known as the S Pen. It's been improved, so it has better sensitivity. The second smartphone that they announced was the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. Boy, these names get complicated, don't they? This is a follow-up to the S6 Edge that I've had on the show before. It's really unique because the screen actually curves around the size, but they've decided to make it even bigger now. Also, there's more enhancements. There's a sturdier frame and 4 gigs of RAM, which is a lot of memory, which means basically apps are going to run screaming fast on this. But the neat thing, I think a lot of people are going to like, it supports fast wireless charging. So no cables. You just have to place it on a special charge pad, and the full charge will take 2 hours. That's it. So both phones are going to be available in Canada on August 21st, so you won't have to wait much longer for that. Now, besides smartphones, Samsung also announced Samsung Pay. It's a service that wants to rival Apple Pay. The company says you'll be able to tap your phone and pay for items almost anywhere. Basically, if a store accepts cards where you just swipe it, whether it's debit or credit cards, it can accept Samsung Pay. Service also supports membership and rewards cards. No word on whether Samsung Pay is going to come to the Canadian market at this time. On top of all this, they also, by the way, hinted at a new smartwatch. But they said, you know what? Here's a glimpse at it, but we're not going to talk about it until next month. You'll have to come to Berlin with us, where we're going to give you all the details.
Yeah,
on
and
that.
you said twist my rubber arm. There's no way I'm going to go hang out in Berlin.
Well, if I have to go to Berlin to check out the smartwatch, maybe I'll go. But in the meantime, in the meantime, Tara, your download is complete.